Hi everyone and welcome to the PNC podcast. My name is Rosie and today I have with me is Claire. Hi. And Marek.
Hi.
It's my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the State Member of Enfield, Andrea Michaels.
Hi everyone.
Thank you so much for taking the time to visit us. How are you enjoying our school so far?
I love it. I love coming here. It's a great school. Kids are lovely.
In our school, we are always interested in leadership qualities and which pathways lead to different careers. What led you to your career path and your job currently working as a politician?
I think, in essence, it was wanting to make South Australia better. I was a lawyer before this job, and I probably got drawn to the law to try and help people that needed my help. And I guess now I'm doing the same thing, but on a bigger level, right across the state, which is awesome.
What was your first ever job? Please tell us about it.
My first ever job was when I was at university working in a sports shop. I did that for a little bit, and then while I was at university, I also worked at a big accounting firm called KPMG for them in tax, then I became a tax lawyer after that. Oh. Yeah. I'm a numbers nerd, even though I became a lawyer, so I went into tax.
We read on your website that your family fled war-torn Cyprus in 1974, landing in South Australia in 1976 when you were only 11 months old. How significant was this move for your family, and how did it shape you as a person today?
Oh, well, it was huge. I mean, I had two older brothers. They were 6 and 8 at the time when Turkey invaded northern Cyprus. So my parents and my brothers, all of my family lost their home. They fled over to London, where my dad already had a brother that was living over there. I was born there, came over here at 11 months old. My parents didn't speak English. My brothers barely spoke any English. It was pretty tough coming to the other side of the world without any family. Most of the other family stayed over in the UK. Some went to the US. So we were kind of here on our own for a very long time. So, it was tough. And I think that's also part of why I've ended up in this job is seeing if I can help more people in our multicultural community, help them through what's a really difficult time if they're leaving without a choice, which is what happens when you're a refugee.
What advice would you give to someone who aspires to be a politician?
Get some life experience. I think that's really important, and make sure you're doing it for the right reason. You really have to care about the people that you're trying to support. And I think that's really important to have that kind of emotional intelligence and empathy towards people. I think will make you a better politician, but definitely get some life experience.
What primary school and high school did you attend, and what subjects did you enjoy the most?
I went to Kilkenny Primary School, and then I went to St Aloysius College in the city for year 8, 9 and 10, and then St Peter's Girls for year 11 and 12. And all the way through, my favourite subject was maths. Not surprising, maths and science. And even though I became a lawyer, English was my least favourite subject.
Was there a significant adult who helped you become a successful politician? If so, who was it and how did they help you?
I think throughout my life there's been important people around me who've mentored me. Some of my old bosses were really giving me some wonderful opportunities to progress my legal career. I then started my own business, my own law firm in 2015 with the support of some really great friends and mentors. To get into politics is actually our Premier, Peter Malinauskas, I think was the most influential person in me getting to this role right now. So big thank you to Pete. I think having good people around you all the way along is really important for whatever you choose to do, because those people are the ones that I guess make you know that it's okay to be you and whatever it is that you want to do. And I think that's really important, to be just yourself, and opportunities will come.
At our school, we learn through personal investigations, explorers and embedded STEM practices. How important do you think STEM skills and innovation are for schools and for our future?
Oh, hugely important. From my perspective, the most important thing you can learn from school and university is how to think and how to problem solve. So whatever field you end up in, if you've got those skills, you work it out. And that's really the basis of STEM, I think, is those problem solving skills. So, now I'm the arts minister. I don't have a background in arts, but I can problem solve, so I can work through issues that come before me. So STEM's hugely important, I think, through school and high school and university.
What was the best advice you ever received, and how did it guide you throughout your journey?
I've got a couple of personal mottos I say to myself sometimes when things get tough. One of them is toughen up, princess, because there's always people worse off than you are. So if you keep that in mind, you can put things in perspective. And I think as you get older, you realise it's okay to be you and not have to fake it and not have to, pretend you're somebody else, because that's what people expect of, in my case, a politician. So it's okay to be you, do what you love, and always remember there are people doing it tougher than you are.
Please tell us what an average day looks like for you working as the state member of Enfield. Do you have a set start and finish time?
No, I do not. So yesterday I started with a breakfast in the city at 7:30 a.m, went into Parliament and finished with opening an exhibition at the museum at about 7 o'clock at night, 7:30. Today is some time in the electorate, which is great. I really love that. And then back into the city for some ministerial work. So every day is different. There's lots of meetings, and particularly as Arts Minister, there's lots of events to go to.
How do you maintain a healthy work and life balance?
I think work and life all melds into one for me. I've got 2 kids, so one of them's a bit older, he's 20 and currently overseas. The little one is in year 9. So I try and make sure that as much as I have a crazy work life, my kids see me as much as I can make sure that happens, and don't really realise the chaos of my work. So you have to prioritise and you have to make sure that people, when you're in front of them, get your full attention, like you're there. So I think that's really important. It isn't fixed start time, fixed end time. It's not necessarily cooking dinner every night, but it's always being present when you're with your family and then when you're at work.
Do you have any questions for us?
What's your favourite subject?
Personally, I like English the most.
We're opposites.
Yeah.
Mine is maths.
Mine's maths and PE.
Excellent. And what are you looking forward to doing in the school holidays?
Spending time with family.
Sleeping in.
Yeah, same as them.
Yep. I'd like to sleep in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Andrea. PNC podcast out. Woo!
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.